Hey, Connor.
Hey, man.
What's happening?
Just adjusting my mic stand.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
You're actually not adjusting your mic stand. You're just sliding further down in your seat and pulling it down with you.
Well, yeah, I'm in a constant state of adjustment.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'm just sitting here enjoying this tight as little golf set that you got going on.
No idea where you were going with that. Like, I can visually say what you're doing, but I still had no idea where you were going with that sentence.
Yeah, man. It's ages 1.5 plus, and I fit that category.
You do. Hey, I do too. Still not going to play sport, though.
Yeah, but it's toilet golf.
Yeah.
You can bust out a nice round of putting, get your putt practice in.
Putt while you poop.
Yeah, that'll be the motto for the toilet golf.
Probably is the motto.
I don't know. If somebody's missed out on that, then that's
I
a shame.
wouldn't be surprised, but that is a great. I'm patenting that.
Yep. See that? I nailed that.
I don't know if anyone could hear it, but my wife is yelling out, screaming Lindsay's name in vain as he hits the walls.
It's not my fault. Them's the risks you run with mad golf skills.
When we give you stuff to play with?
Yeah.
Child.
Yeah, well, don't leave it lying around.
It wasn't lying around. It was wrapped up in a box until my kid was 1.5 and or up.
The box was lying around.
Fuck. Shouldn't have come into this room then.
No. Man, I've noticed all these toys suck.
So my child's first birthday was not too long ago. So he's
a
had
week or two ago, or something, wasn't it?
He's had an influx of kids' toys.
All these toys fucking suck.
Yeah,
that's all I can say about it.
You're not saying all. You're specifically referencing 2 of the toys.
Yeah, okay. So he's got this Woody toy, which hello nostalgia, hello childhood, back again, I say. But it does not sound a thing like Woody, and it says 2 lines that Woody actually says, and again, does not sound a thing like Woody.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's terrible.
We should get the toy.
Nah, I was trying that before. It doesn't pick up on the mic enough.
Ah, okay.
And then I found the Buzz toy, the Buzz Lightyear, and that was great for like 5 lines. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely redeemed it. And then it just goes into trash ad-lib lines. Like, I'm assuming that the toy's just making him up on the spot because it's so bad.
That's his first Buzz and Woody.
I don't care. It should be the good stuff.
I can't afford to go online and buy a 1995 version, the same one we had.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
It's worth
Look it up on eBay right now.
It's worth it. The only worthwhile toy that it's got is that truck with the gyros. Them's the goods.
It's a pretty good truck. I'm actually so surprised that's the thing he plays with most.
Yeah, well, good.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's a garbage truck.
Yeah, so.
I'm just saying.
It's a garbage kid.
Oh,
nah, that was a bit harsh. He's alright.
Smashed him.
He's not a bad kid.
Smashed him.
Toit. How do you feel, kid? Better take your kid to the burn ward.
When he listens back to this in like many years to come, she's going to come after you, mate.
Yeah, sure.
With a vengeance.
Come at me, Keith. Bring it. Bring it.
His name's not actually Keith.
Yes, it is. Anyway, we're 8-bit idiots.
Fucking oath we are.
That's our longest intro yet. Good stuff.
Yeah.
We do podcasts on... I obviously don't do English. We do a podcast on talking about just random trash, whatever we feel like at the time.
Mostly pop culture related.
Yeah, movies, games.
Even though we said we're not going to say pop culture,
Why?
we consistently...
It's the thing.
We consistently keep saying
it's
pop
the
culture.
Thing to do. It's actually really just like 2 idiots, which is where we get the name, funnily enough. It's just 2 idiots talking trash to each other, and then we recorded it and put it online. Except, it's really difficult to put it online.
It really is.
I didn't realize how difficult putting podcasts actually up are.
I never thought it would be as I thought the editing, hell, even the recording stage would be the hard part.
Nope.
That's
like the first 2 hurdles, and then all of a sudden hurdles turns into a high jump.
Yeah. No, I thought we'd be set once we got the equipment and the right equipment, and we were happy because the first time we recorded, we were doing some real fuck around way of doing it.
Yeah.
Trying to minimize what we were using. But when we got some decent equipment, I thought it would be smooth sailing from there.
Nope.
Boy, oh, was I wrong. I've never been more confused in my life.
Yeah, it was sort of like I said originally we should record a few episodes before we put anything up online, so we've got a bit of back catalogue if we fall behind, whatever. We've recorded a lot of episodes and put nothing online.
Yeah, we're going strong with episodes.
Yeah, we're at least consistent with that.
But uploading, yeah, we've got one.
I wouldn't even call that uploaded. That was sort of
the
chucked
stage
on
of recording.
That was chucked on YouTube, and I wouldn't exactly call YouTube the most stellar the most stellar source of podcasts.
Yeah, not unless you've got a YouTube Red account.
Yeah,
and I don't think anybody does.
No,
I don't think.
No,
I don't think anybody does. I don't know anyone that has.
I don't know, man.
Accounts, to be honest.
Well, I'm half tempted. There's a plane flying.
You'll hear that plane, right?
Yeah. Damn planes. No respect for the podcasting generation.
That's right, I'll ride on the roof next time.
I'm half tempted to actually get YouTube Red because the ads are getting longer and longer. Like, it used to be ads under half a minute. You can't skip. And I was sort of like, yeah, okay, whatever. And now it's gotten to the point where it's like, I had an ad that was a minute and a half long the other day and I couldn't skip any of it. Like, what the hell?
Have you noticed though, like most of the ads now are about YouTube Red?
I've actually, weirdly enough, most of the ads I've been coming across are for like website creation, which is what we need. So that's handy.
That is.
Thanks, YouTube.
It's not
helping me get away from YouTube.
So
it's not helping.
So what's up?
A lot, man. I just need to work out. Anyone know what an RSS feed is or how to use or do it? Hit me up. Although you can't hit me up because this isn't online.
Because it won't be online.
We can't do that.
God,
see, it's a perpetual circle. Yeah. Anyway, let's do some pop culture.
Yeah.
Any old PC you want to talk about?
Yes.
Well, your face just lit up.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lie. We actually entered this episode with zero idea of what to talk about. That's why it's been like 7 minutes worth of just stumbling around.
This
episode's gonna be real bad.
Very much PC related, and yeah, topical. Well, not really. Like, not for us in Australia. It's not so much of a big deal.
You're going to talk about the Americans getting all like, video games cause violence.
Sort of, but not really.
All right,
Solo.
Solo. What about it?
Have you
the
seen
movie
the
posters.
movie posters.
Yeah, getting the guns taken out of it. What the fuck?
Okay, so, all right, it's hard enough for fans to accept Alden Ehrenreich as playing Han Solo.
You've really got that name down now.
I really do. I'm so proud of myself. That's why I say it.
Just insert his name into every sentence you can.
I'm going to. That's why I bring up this movie often.
Good old Alden.
It's Alden.
Oh, Alden?
Get it? Just let me do it, all right?
Alden?
Alden?
Alden.
Alden.
Alden. I feel like I'm saying it right.
You are.
Alden.
Now.
Heinrich.
Shut up and let me say what I need to say.
All right, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, so for anyone who hasn't seen them or doesn't know, they've taken the guns and out of all the vintage and retro looking posters that they've released, they've taken all the guns out of them, moved arms around, moved limbs around. Lando's cape has even been moved and expanded over his arm.
Yeah, a lot of Photoshop went into
it. Most of it looks okay.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It looks ridiculous.
Okay, it does when you look at them side by side, but most of them look all right.
No, because in all of them that I've seen, they're giving like a menacing stare, but like, if they've
got nothing there.
Yeah, if you're doing a menacing stare with a gun, like he looks all right. What's Alden?
Yep.
Alden or Alden? Alden. Fuck, this is terrible. He's doing like a face, which works well with the gun. It's sort of like a quizzical, sort of like determined face.
Yeah.
And then when he gets through the gun, he looks like he just sort of is working out if that fart's got a bit of follow through.
He looks really scared.
Yeah, he's like, oh, did I leave the oven on?
Oh,
That's how the Millennium Falcon got.
Oh my god!
Looks like shit now because he left the oven on.
And
that's the moment he realized.
Smoky.
Yeah,
they've captured it. They've done it.
I mean, Lando's poster looks ridiculous as well. He just looks confused, like he's been told that. Hold on, I'm gonna work this out. Yeah, I don't know, man. He looks like he's seen something super confusing. Like somebody's just tried to explain that 2 + 2 = 8, and they use like a weird term of explaining it, and he's almost half convinced, but he's still skeptical. But he does not look like menacing or anything like that.
Yeah, doesn't look cool.
Yeah,
doesn't look cool. Like flat out, that's the only way to say it.
Yeah, it's not great.
But I will say, despite the faces, most of them are convincing. Bar Han.
Yeah, okay, they do look all right. But it's a ridiculous thing to do in the first place.
Oh, it's just...
are people going to be confused when they go into the movie? And it's like, why is there guns in here?
Yeah, like...
This is ridiculous.
It doesn't change what the movie is.
Yeah, like, I really don't understand.
I think it's more because, on the theory that it's a Star Wars movie, and like all other Star Wars movies that have come out, posters and all that sort of stuff are going to be everywhere. They're going to be on billboards... all around different countries.
Chewie looks ridiculous as well.
No, it's all right because the hair sort of just...
it's just funny because he just sort of like turns a bit. Like 1 minute he's sitting there like with his gun side on, and then it's like he gets his gun taken away and he actually turns and he's like, why did you take that from me?
That's my gun.
That's literally... It literally is the difference between them. Like, come look at this. Can you see it? Can you see he's where's my gun gone? What happened?
His whole shoulder has actually like been pushed back. Like, yeah, his body has turned.
Yeah, it's like when you throw the ball and the dog realizes that you haven't actually thrown the ball and he turns around all confused like, wait, where'd it go? Yeah, that was terrible Chewie noises.
Ah, fuck it.
That chick farting did a better job. Yeah, I really don't understand. Like, even if it's on billboards and all that sort of crap, every single human being up to this point has been exposed to guns of some nature.
It's just one of those dumb moves, I think, that's sort of backfired.
I don't know, man. Well, apparently there was also controversy around them saying they plagiarized some album covers from like some French artist. I don't know. But
huh.
Yeah. But I don't think that would contribute to taking the guns.
Pretty sure Disney could just pay off anyone.
Yeah.
They wanted to.
Yeah, no, they definitely have the money for that.
Yeah. I just think everything leading up to this point with this movie has just been one wrong foot, one wrong step.
But you can actually buy both types of the posters. It's not like they've erased the other poster. Like, if you want to go out and get one for your wall, you can get one.
Get the other.
So, I can just see like a whole movement of the dumb side of the Star Wars fans who try to take everything too far.
This is the new Han shot first.
Yeah.
Han can no longer shoot first.
Han didn't shoot at all.
Yeah. Han didn't shoot because gun laws are good.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Fuck. This is just ridiculous. Like, it's one of those things. It's just ridiculous.
I don't know, but I reckon the original poster looks way better.
Oh, yeah. His face still doesn't sit right with me, but that's besides the point.
Because he's seriously trying to work out if he farted too hard. That's all I can put it down to. Oh, no.
Poor Alden Einrich.
Did you,
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Did you see the Deadpool 2 trailer?
That's alright.
What'd you think of it? We got a lot of background noise this episode, I think. We got, like, your kids just gurgling in the background.
Yeah, for some reason. I mean, it's bloody... What is it, 9 o'clock at night? Yeah. 9 o'clock at night and he's awake. God.
I mean, he's not drowning, he's just gurgling. And then we got dogs barking in the background.
We're in a different room this week, actually.
We're
testing out all the different rooms in my house.
We're super unprofessional. Let me just put it that.
Especially this week.
Yeah, just in general.
In general, yes.
Oh man, you just 7 minutes into this podcast and we're just a mess.
It's all right.
Anyway, what do you think of the Deadpool 2 trailer?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a trailer.
It was a trailer. It was a very storyline based trailer, I would say.
Yeah,
a lot of plot was revealed. I was sort of disappointed about that, actually.
I didn't really reckon there was that much plot.
Oh, it wasn't
just
that much.
They're trying to protect that kid that I've been seeing in a lot of movies lately, and I've managed to successfully avoid all the movies he's been in. But now all of a sudden, I have to watch one that he's in.
You have to watch one.
That little.
You should watch his other one as well, the Wilder People one. Hunt for the Wilder People.
Hard pass.
It was a good movie.
Hard pass.
Just saying.
Hard pass.
Just
Hard
saying.
pass. Like I said, I think in a previous episode, I'm super excited for Domino.
Yeah, she looks pretty good.
She is my favorite X-Man, and I want to see how they can create a real feel of her power in the movie.
Yep.
Because it's one of those tricky, can't nail down sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she can adjust chance, that's her power.
That could look really bad.
Yeah, she's got the ability to affect probability. Yeah.
That could be,
Dominoes.
Oh.
And she conveniently has some big black splotch on her right. Anyway, yeah, I really like her, and like that could be very difficult to actually convey that across properly in a cinematic world. Like half the people out there that think Wolverine's power is his metal claws.
Yeah,
you
true.
know, if you don't convey that properly, there's a misconception, which isn't, the biggest deal in the world, but for a purist nerd, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you think they might just completely change her power instead of trying to attempt the
better fucking not.
Well, they did for Teenage Negasonic Warhead.
They also did for Deadpool back in the original.
Yeah, well,
that X-Men Origins.
That's a lot. That's a lot to handle back there. But yeah, no, they did for her. Yeah, they've done it for a couple of characters where they've just sort of just sidelined their original powers.
Yeah, but I'm saying they better not, because Domino's my favorite. So if they fuck up Domino, I'm gonna be pissed.
What are you gonna do?
Be pissed.
You're gonna be pissed, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch the movie probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like I feel like a very voiceless nerd. Like especially a very outspoken one. I find a lot of movies that I enjoy or hate, I'm always on the opposite side of the general consensus.
You sort of are, but I would put that down to just the general popularity of, and okay, most of the time that it comes into question is Marvel movies.
Is it?
I would say so.
Because the one thing that comes to my mind is Nolan's Batman series.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one. Well, any sort of
hated it.
Majorly commercialized superhero movie. Let's put it that way.
Pretty sure all superhero movies these days are majorly commercialized, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you don't disagree that Heath Ledger's performance was great, right?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, because
I liked his performance. I didn't like the script of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because it wasn't true to source material.
Well, yes. Yeah, for the most part. Wasn't a fan of the whole scars thing and yada, yada, yada. Didn't like that. Sort of. I didn't like a lot of the way he carries on with a few things as well. But that's not on Heath Ledger. That's the script.
Yeah.
Unless he had a lot of ad-lib. I'm not sure. Carry on with your train of thought.
I don't know. You took it away.
It's gone now.
No, I'm just saying most of your issues stem from
the script.
The script and
near exclusively.
Yeah.
And
the source material.
And Christian Bale.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on with your voice, Christian Bale?
That's so long ago, man. So long ago.
I'm still so hung up on it. I'm so hung up on it.
I think the last one came out in 2012, man.
That's gonna be a horror to actually listen to. I can see the wavelengths on the computer, and it's like normally they're about an inch thick, and then this one just like explodes out, making shitty Christian Bale noises.
That's your problem.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm not a fan of those movies. I'm not sure whether it's the script or Christian Bale I hate more.
What was the last Marvel movie that you disliked?
Disliked,
yeah. I'm aware you haven't seen Ragnarok yet.
Yeah, probably Thor Dark World was my last one, which was 2013, so that's a while ago, actually.
That is a while ago, okay.
Like, I'm very much fading off with the Marvel movies. Like, they're still good, they're still great movies, but I think it's become, as you said, too commercialized, too big in the old pop culture. Like, in Phase 1, my least favorite was probably Iron Man 2.
Yep.
No, actually, probably Captain America, the First Avenger. I like half of that movie.
Which half?
Maybe the Incredible Hulk, actually. Yeah,
Phase 1 is very dicey.
They've all got good parts to it. Like Iron Man 2, I like the end fight where Rhodey and Tony Stark come together.
Yeah, see, that is a pretty fun sequence.
Yeah. Captain America, the First Avenger, a lot of the old-timey, like when he's invading the Hydra base and stuff like that, that bores the shit out of me.
Oh, no, I love it. Because it's superheroes and it's World War II. Like,
yeah, see, that's the combination I don't like. Love those things. That's the combination I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Incredible Hulk, like there's that amazing scene where they're fighting in the university park.
Yeah.
But
the rest of it's
just not great. No.
I remember when that movie first came out, and I had it on DVD, I would actually just go to that section, watch that section, and I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
Iron Man and Phase 2, Iron Man 3 isn't the best. Like, there's a lot of good scenes in it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but it's good character development, I would say.
See, that's the part that I found like the least interesting. You know, like it's fantastic that they introduced like a whole PTSD aspect of Tony Stark. It really made his character develop and all that sort of stuff. But there was just a lot to it that just felt really forced. Everyone was upset about the Mandarin, and I was a bit as well.
Yeah.
But I found what they did with it fun, if you know what I mean. Like, because they made out like it was going to be a big deal, and everyone was expecting a big deal, and then they just went, "Fuck you."
I think the problem I had with it, I can't speak for anyone else, but I think the problem I had with it was the backup villain, the real villain of that movie,
didn't perform.
It just didn't pay off.
Yeah,
it would have been good if the Mandarin. Trevor? I want to say
Trevor.
Yeah, that's the actual character's name. Yeah.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been good if, they had that and then they had a really good backup villain to just steal the show and just it just wasn't a good payoff. And
then Thor Dark World was not exceptional. It was bland. It was just bland. That's all I can put it down to. It was a decent enough movie. For the most part, there was some pretty good scenes in that too. I think everyone loved the whole scene where Loki acts all cool, calm, and collected and shit, and then like his illusion drops, and he's like fucking trashed his room and yada yada.
It is a very Loki heavy movie.
Yeah, because everyone loves Tom Hiddleston more than they like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
like I love Chris Hemsworth. Don't get me wrong, but the fans love the old Brit.
Yeah. Not the Aussie.
No, hurts my feelings too.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, I don't know. It just the plot seemed like just cobbled together.
Yeah, but
It's like, how can we introduce an Infinity Stone into this? I don't know, some black goo.
Weird. Yeah. It's lava lamp.
Yeah,
that's how they pitched it in the meeting.
Yeah. What should we do to end this? Take it away for America for a change, I guess. Do somewhere else in the world. Why not?
No, see, I can forgive that movie for its shitty plot just because it's a Thor movie.
Yeah, Thor's probably my favorite Avenger. Like classic Avengers of those original 5. Off the top of my head, 5.
I'd say Cap's my number 1, but Thor is a very, very close.
7. Jeez, that was way off. 7 Avengers.
Yes.
Hawkeye, Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America.
You just weren't thinking about Hawkeye and Black Widow.
No, actually, those are the ones I remembered. I forgot Iron Man. So 6 Avengers. Yeah, Thor's my favorite.
Yeah.
So I do like Dark World for that reason.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was the same with the original Thor as well. Fantastic movie, don't get me wrong. I just feel like the plot was cobbled together. Yeah. But I feel the same for Thor and Captain America, the First Avenger. I feel like they were cobbled together really fast just to give those characters a standalone movie before the Avengers movie came out.
Probably, but when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it all came together really well.
Yeah. And then after Thor Dark World, they really turned it around with Captain America Winter Soldier. The Russo brothers fucking nailed it.
Movie.
They fucking nailed it.
They really did.
They really brought it around. The plot comes together well.
It's a good espionage.
Yeah.
It's got that.
It falls off a bit at the end for me. Like, it drags on a little bit at the end.
The end fight? Or are you talking about, like, the conspiracy?
The whole movie just starts to feel like it's dragged on a bit. By the time they get to the point of actually destroying the 3 tri-carriers, helicarriers, like, it just feels like it's gone on a bit too long at that point.
Yeah.
But it's still a fantastic movie. Guardians of the Galaxy fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. It turned a lot around because it was just something completely different.
Well, like, it's one of those movies that's way left-wing.
Yeah.
Right wing. I don't actually know which wing is which.
Other wing.
Yeah. It's way out there in terms of what people are usually used to with superhero movies. Like, if you're a fan of the comics, you'd know them. You'd probably already love them.
Yeah.
But most people wouldn't be used to that sort of thing, and they think it was derivative of Star Wars and Star Trek and crap like that.
Yep.
But it's not. And, yeah, they fucking did a great job with that.
It'll be great to watch them come and interact with the other characters.
I don't reckon. Oh, interacting, yeah. But I think I've said it before. I'm not a fan of those movies with that many fucking blockbuster names in it because you just lose focus on them.
Is there a runtime for Infinity War yet?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look in a sec. But then after Guardians, you got Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Bit of a letdown.
Yeah, because
most people say
more the same.
Well, yeah, I think they made Ultron to be a much better villain in the trailers than they did in the actual movie.
Yeah. That was another case of like hyping up the villain beforehand like Mandarin, except this time it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have a backup villain to fall onto. That was it.
Yeah. I think that was more like, hey, we've got fuck, what's his name? Robot guy. Spade. Who the fuck is Spade?
Not a first name. James Spader. No. Oh, fuck.
Isn't that the dude from Just Shoot Me?
That's David Spade, I think.
Right. Just give me his character. Vision. They've got Vision. Shit, that was difficult.
Oh, you're talking about Vision?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm talking about actual Ultron.
No. It is James Spade.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think Age of Ultron just felt like one of those carry forward movies, like for future plot rather than plot of the movie, if that makes sense. It feels like a movie that's setting up for Civil War, setting up for Vision, setting up, Scarlet Witch, all that sort of stuff, rather than an actual plot at the time.
Yeah.
Setting up Black Panther even.
It's pretty forgettable. I mean...
Let's introduce Andy Serkis. That's Avengers Andy Serkis comes in.
Yeah, see, the funny thing is like, going into Black Panther and I think mainly Civil War, I was like, oh, cool, we've got Vision and, all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, when did I last see these guys? And it's like, I barely remembered Age of Ultron was even a thing.
Yeah.
I forgot that that's where they got introduced because it was just that forgettable.
I block it out because they killed Quicksilver.
It's all right. Quicksilver's still alive in the other universe.
Oh, yippee. You mean other kick-ass, ass kicker?
Yeah, that one.
Fun fact about that for anyone that didn't know. The guy who plays Kick-Ass, can't remember his name, but whatever. The guy who plays Kick-Ass plays Quicksilver in the MCU.
Yep.
And then the guy who plays like his best mate in Kick-Ass, or more commonly known as Ass Kicker.
Yep.
Plays Quicksilver in the Fox X-Men universe.
It's funny how they sort of flipped it. Like X-Men universe Quicksilver just shat all over.
Yeah.
Over the MCU one. And
although he does one of those annoying like world-breaking sort of things where he full on slows down time and
he's so fast.
And then all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, but I'll never use this again.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But, I mean, that's if you've ever seen The Flash, the TV series, the CW series, you'll learn to sort of put that aside and just ignore it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will never watch it happily.
Yeah.
I think for about the first 6 episodes, my wife was real keen to watch The Flash, and I just didn't.
Yeah, I'm actually like that now. I'm just not keen to watch The Flash because it's just speed, punch, done.
It's very hard to watch. When every villain is just a new speedster. You don't understand the amount of speedsters there are in that universe. I'm pretty sure they would...
But legit, that's sort of what the comics are like.
Yeah, I think Flash is one of the DC comics that I probably wouldn't go to.
Oh my god, Flash is one of my favorites.
Nah.
I froth that Flash.
Are you a Marvel or a DC comic?
DC.
Yeah, so
DC.
am I.
In a nutshell, DC.
Even,
there's no competition.
Despite,
my favorite hero being Spider-Man, I still go DC any day. I don't know what it is. I was having an argument with somebody, not recently, but I remember having an argument with somebody about which was the darker universe. And I argue DC and they argued Marvel. And I'm like,
I would say thematically DC is.
But are you talking about the universe or the cinematography?
I would say just the universe itself. It's just grimmer. It's like a harder world to live in.
Yeah,
I would say, as opposed to the Marvel.
I don't know. Just everyone seems a bit grittier.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a more hardened world.
Which is weird because when you think about it, the whole X-Men plot revolves around genocide. So it's hard to say that one's grittier than that, but whatever. Okay, so due to technical difficulties and a very sick kid.
My kid, to be specific.
I hope it's not mine.
Well, let's all just be clear. Lindsay doesn't have kids. I think.
That you know of.
That you know of, more like.
Anyway, due to a sick kid, we had to stop the podcast mid-podcast, and I think we can probably all agree it was pretty trash.
Yeah.
As it was.
Yep, no, all in favour.
We'll listen back on that and see how trash. See whether it's acceptable levels of trash.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 days have passed since we were halfway
I think it's 4 days.
So we sort of half listened back to what we were talking about before we finished.
It seems okay.
I wasn't going to try and justify any of it. I was just going to say I've lost my train of thought. So let's move right along.
Yeah. Well, some interesting stuff has happened anyway in the days previous. So this is
3 days worth of stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of really good, actually. Well, what do we got? We've got heaps of game news, actually, to talk about this.
Yeah. Do you want to kick off with Battlefront 2's revamp, which isn't in the past 3 days. It's a week old now, but
but still, we haven't talked about it, so
Yeah. So shut up. Listen, we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna school you on some game,
or don't shut up. It doesn't really matter because you're not really affecting us,
and I can't hear you.
Yeah.
But the main point of it is that Battlefront 2 has revamped itself to become half the game it should have been when it came out.
But they did the exact same thing with Battlefront 1. They brought out a game.
Yep.
Everyone trashed it.
Yep.
And then they brought out a bunch of DLC to try and fix it, and it brought it partway there.
Yeah.
You'd think they would have learnt from that and gone, all right, Battlefront 2, we'll do better.
Well, they did try to do a lot of things.
No, they didn't. They introduced a single-player campaign. That's it.
No. I will rebuke that. Rebuke? Is that a word?
Close enough. Keep going.
Cool, thanks. They tried to do the whole class thing. Previous game was just pick whatever weapon, pick whatever star cards.
Which I actually was a little bit more of a fan of than the way they've done the classes in this.
Bingo, so was I.
Star cards just fucking does my head in.
I actually got quite used to the star cards in the older one, and doing all the bounty hunter missions that you had to do to get new ones. I thought that was actually quite fun. I got used to that.
Yeah, I sort of came around to it.
Yeah, but with this new one with the whole loot crate, which brings me to my main point.
That fucking kills me.
That does kill you. But the loot crate has changed now. Loot crates are only now around for cosmetic upgrades. So it's...
Yeah, turning yourself into a Twi'lek and whatnot.
Well,
which you can't do anymore.
Yeah, even. It's more just emotes, which I personally don't give a crap about. I don't like watching other players do, some little dance.
That's because you die a lot.
So I have to watch it.
Yeah, it's just because they're taunting you. It's an issue for you.
That makes sense now. But you know what I mean. Cosmetic upgrades for me. I worked so hard in Battlefront 1 to get the level 50 purely to get some Shadow Trooper armor.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
My ass off for that shit. And that's what I wanted. And that's fine. That's great. But in this one, I don't want to work for some shitty emote. Like...
Yeah, you do. Come on. You know you do.
I don't.
You want to do like Gangnam Style or something on top of your enemy's corpse, as if you don't.
Off. No, because I'm too busy trying to stay alive.
I'm totally down for cosmetic upgrades as long as it's like actual cosmetics. I don't really consider like voice lines and emotes.
Well, that's
cosmetics.
what I'm saying.
I want that visual. Like, give me, you know how each clone's got their own distinct stickers and patterns on their armor and on their helmets and stuff. Give me that shit.
Wars. Yeah.
Let me design my own helmet.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This is.
It's a waste of time.
The loot crates were bad to begin with, but now they're just point blank useless.
At least they've sort of fixed the play to win aspect of it.
Yeah,
play to win, pay to win.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, now it's play to win.
Well, hopefully.
No, it is.
Well, I don't know. I've never played it before. I don't know what it's like now.
This is true. Yeah, it's a lot more skill based now. Again, like the original game was. They're just real misguided. Like, they only
Too late. That's all I've got to say about it.
They only had to do a couple of things to fix the last game. Bring out more maps, bring out more game modes, which they did.
But all of these things were issues in the beta. All of these things, people said, well, these loot crates aren't doing it for us.
By that beta stage where they released to the public, it's too late.
I played the beta, and then they asked me for feedback on it, and I said... Trash the loot crates.
Trash.
Give me fucking better maps than Naboo.
Way too late. Way too late in the game for that. That's the problem.
Yeah. I think the beta was more of a
it was just like a
taster.
Teaser.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, play it for now. We'll keep you interested.
Yeah, it's just to shut people up.
Yeah, it really had no actual weight to the feedback that we were giving in. But
if you actually look at it,
mm-hmm.
the beta had all the stuff that was exclusively what the fans wanted, and then the rest of the game was pretty much just meh.
Yeah.
You know, fans were excited about Darth Maul.
Yep.
Rey. Who were the two playable heroes? Darth Maul. Rey.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that.
And speaking of playable heroes, now all of them, I think, are unlocked. So you no longer have to save up your credits to unlock them. You can play as them, but you will have to save your credits to upgrade them, just like normal. But
see, my opinion is, if you're gonna do, sorry, a little off topic to what you say, but if you're gonna do like a class-based system, don't give variations in that class. Otherwise, you ruin the whole aspect of the class.
How do you mean? Opinion. Are you talking different weapons, or
don't give people different weapons, or if you do, make sure it's very specifically down the same vein.
Well, they sort of are,
but I don't like the whole different utilities.
Okay,
because it makes it too easy for like to have an entire team of say snipers.
Yeah,
with a very versatile team if you work together.
Yeah, true. And when you mix up your star cards a lot, you can create a pretty vast team all in the one class.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, talking about Battlefront just depresses me. So, what's that other sneaky bit of Star Wars news that we heard?
Well, we heard there's a possible new game. You're right there with your computer, mate.
That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you say that now.
Just ignore it. If you heard a little doo in the background, just ignore it.
Yeah.
You're the one that brought attention to it.
Yeah,
now there's attention. Otherwise, it would have just been like a little ping in the background and no one would have noticed.
I paused and I didn't want to make my pause awkward, so I brought attention to your fuck up.
It's not my fuck up, mate. You fucked up by bringing attention to it.
Anyway, brush past
this podcast is a clusterfuck.
Yeah, well.
Yeah,
it can be the weekend episode.
Let's just fucking blurt it out. Screw niceties. So, Star Wars, well, EA is thinking of making an open world Star Wars game.
Yeah, boy.
If this happens,
holy shit.
I'll be so excited.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't want an MMO. I want to make that perfectly clear. Like, there is a Star Wars MMO, like the Old Republic. It's super fun. Don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoy playing it. I haven't been played too much of it, but it's fun. But I want like a open world Skyrim type sort of, not necessarily Skyrim. I just mean in that same vein.
Yeah.
That RPG, Star Wars RPG sort of thing.
Yeah.
Give me The Force Unleashed meets Skyrim.
Yeah.
And I'll be happy.
Open world, we can go anywhere, have a fuck ton of quests, and it's just going to be awesome.
Yeah. Fuck oath. Just running around, slashing whatever the hell I want with a lightsaber. God, you know I'm going to be a Sith. You know it.
That's true. I'll be a Jedi.
At most, grey Jedi. I know. That's not really a thing.
No. You'll be a Sith. You'll be killing tons of people.
Well, you give me lightning, I'm gonna lightning things.
Just walk along.
Just the way it is.
You get a lightning. You get a lightning.
Yeah, I'll be the Oprah Winfrey of Star Wars.
It's looking real good. So the news has come from a job opening at EA.
Yeah, so it's not actually confirmed.
Nothing has been confirmed by them, but it's been a job posted by EA for, what was it, visual something?
I don't know, man. Something I couldn't get a job for.
Yeah, something that we are nowhere near qualified, but would probably make a lot of comments about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'll criticize you on your job when I can't do the same.
Fuck yeah.
But, man, I just... Like, we don't even have any information on it, but my mind is already just, like, running wild. Wild.
Okay, so...
And especially, like, since there's this new sort of... Not new, but since Far Cry just brought out their game, which came out today, and I've been smashing that. We'll talk about that in a sec.
Yep.
But Far Cry just brought out their thing, and it's purely single player. Or you can play cooperative with your friend.
And just tag along.
And just have fun.
Yeah.
Or do, like, I know I bring up Borderlands a lot because it's one of my favorite game series, but Borderlands, you can play it purely single player, or you can play it with a couple of friends.
Yeah.
You don't need an MMO, you don't need all this thing, just you and 1, 2, 3 friends maybe.
Yep.
Just, like, a small group so you can enjoy the same game with your friends, and then just fucking charge around.
It's great.
Lightning everything.
Or be nice.
Lightning everything.
Oh god, we can't be on the same team. We're going to be opposing at some point.
See, all I've got running through my head is like I'm just playing as Galen Merrick from The Force Unleashed in Skyrim now, and I can't stop lightning the damn spiders in my head. I don't know why. That's what came to me.
I'm thinking more of the bear from the first bit where you just run through, just zzz.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Skyrim's already got lightning, so it's not as exciting. It's also got force push, technically. Maybe I just want to play Skyrim again.
Yeah. Just get it on the Switch or something. You'll be right.
I'm sure there's a mod for a lightsaber, and that'll do me.
Yeah. Sorted. Just calm down, EA. We got this.
Yeah, just piss off. Yeah. You've already, like...
You've fucked up enough as is.
You've spoiled too much for me already.
It's alright. It's only 5 years that they've got the game license now. I'm surprised it hasn't been pulled, to be honest.
Nah, it won't get pulled because they did make a shitload of money from it.
Yeah,
and in the end, isn't that what really matters?
Money, yes.
Yeah. I'm happy with money, so why wouldn't they be? Because
you're losing the money and getting shit in return.
That is true.
I'm sorry, I've crushed your world, I know it.
You want to talk about crushed world, mate? You've got a kid. That's the exact definition of a kid. You get shit for spending money.
Oh.
Yeah. I can put the shit on a shelf and ignore it, though. You've got to handle it.
Yeah, especially now. I don't want to get too personal life, but especially right now. He's sick. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, neither.
So, yeah, like I was saying, I've been playing Far Cry a lot today.
Yeah. So, released today, you picked it up, and you've already...
Smashed it.
Smashed it,
yeah. Well, not like smashed it. It's mostly been side quests and other little things I've been doing, like doing outposts and stuff like that.
I think that's every player's strategy for, these sorts of games. Like,
there's not that much story to it.
Yeah,
or all the Far Cry games, there's not much story.
Yeah. But if there's a side quest in, an open world game, I'm going for that 100% before I go for the main storyline.
I can't ignore them now. It's so depressing. Like, when I played, say, take Black Flag, for example, or any of the old AC games, or whatever, I would play the main storyline, and then I'd go back and do all the little side quests.
Yeah, me too.
But then you get games like The Witcher and shit like that, where you play the main story too much, and it just cuts off these side quests from you.
Yeah, I was, because I've been playing that, I'm sure, as... If anyone's listened to the previous episodes, you would have heard. I've been playing that a shit... Oh, okay. But I've been playing a shit ton of that recently, and I'm at the stage in the game where all my past decisions are coming back to haunt me.
Yeah,
I
remember
So I'm
that.
seeing a bunch of red lines through, like, options that I could have done, and I'm just going, fuck, shit, come on. And I even came across a town. I can't remember the name of it, but
We're getting hell off topic now.
Yeah, just hear me out.
Yeah.
I even came across this town, and they were all massacred. I'm like, what's happened to this town?
Yep,
Like,
okay, I know which one that is. That's the one where you go and see the 3 crones, and then you kill that thing, or you let it live. If you let it live, they massacre the town. Yeah, I've been there.
I felt hella bad, man.
Nah, because the orphans survived.
The orphans survived. Yeah, I had to look it up because I was like, I was seriously doing some hella investigating around that town. I had the magic lamp out. I was looking at everything. I'm like trying to find some ghosts to tell me what happened. I'm just
games like The Witcher make you question everything. So like, I find it very hard not to look up results of choices in games now. It's so hard. And like I've been playing a lot of Persona recently for the first time playing Persona, even though it's super old. But now I'm questioning like every choice I should make, just in case like something bad comes of it.
It's really bad. I don't want to play a game like that.
I know, I'm the
same.
Because
I feel just like a shitty player.
Yeah, I want to do that old school thing where you don't have access to the internet.
Exactly.
But now, due to all that crap as well, like I can't ignore a side quest. I've got to do them all.
Yeah, because there could be the chance that you miss out.
Yeah, even though it's getting me nothing. Because like, let's be honest, the guns in Far Cry aren't that much better from each other. Like, there's small upgrades, but by the time you get to that end gun, each gun that you've gotten has been like an incremental upgrade.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. I've still got the very first gun I had, and like I'm doing fine with it.
So
because I don't use it, I just send my bear in.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your bear. All right, how many hours would you say you played?
Probably like 6 today.
6?
6 hours.
Okay, so 6 hours.
6 or 7.
And you've got the bear.
Yeah, well, I've actually got the dog. I've got the cougar. I've got the bear. I've got the main guy who's got a flamethrower, and he was heavily advertised as one of the main companions.
Yep.
And one other chick who wasn't really appealing to me, so I've ignored her mostly.
Okay, so you've got
a decent bit.
You've got a decent bit. You've got your own little military force here.
Yeah, but the problem is you can only choose one of them.
Oh, okay. So
then eventually you'll get a perk which lets you choose 2 of them. So it's not like you can just send in an army.
Okay, because I was thinking here that you would just go up to an outpost, let's say, and just go, yeah, go do your thing.
I do that. You've just got to be a bit more selective about it because they can die. And if they die, it's like a 15-minute wait for them to come back.
Okay.
And like I've got enough that if they die, it's like, fuck them, whatever, I'll send someone else in.
Yeah. But I was going to say, in that meantime, in that cooldown period, can you send another character?
Yeah, you just change them out.
There you go.
And then there's like, I don't know, 30-second delay where they're like, I'm on my way. And then they get there. It's like I do that if like the person I've got following me gets downed, and then I get downed, you can wait for them to pick you up. But then if they're down, they can't, obviously.
Right.
So you just tag in someone else, and you just got to wait.
And they like wait 30 seconds, and you're in.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm on my way. And they're like, oh, sweet, I'll be up in a sec.
Far out.
Weirdly enough, your dog can pick you up. I assume that's by like licking your face.
Yeah, it's happiness. It gives you happiness.
How does the cougar do it then? I'm assuming the bear does it by terror. Like it just fucking gets in your face and screams.
It's an adrenaline rush that it gives your body.
Yeah.
So you just instantly are awake.
Yeah. It's fun. It is quite fun, but I find with all the Far Cry games, it's just the same game slapped in a different area.
Yeah. So do you reckon the fun and the appeal to it will wear off pretty quickly?
Yeah, shit, yeah. But Far Cry 4 is probably my favorite of the series.
Really?
Like, I love Far Cry 3. I love it a lot.
I would have thought that would have been your pick.
No, I love it a lot. I don't like the ending of it, though. I don't like how Vaz...
Spoiler.
Fuck, it's
like a 10-year-old game, whatever.
I don't like how Vaz, the main villain, the most like loved villain of the series, turns out to not be the main villain.
Really?
Yeah. Have you not played it?
I have not played it to the end, so this is interesting.
Anyway, you kill him, and then it's like, now you got to take his boss on. Okay.
Yeah,
and his boss is just a disappointment.
Shit. You know what that reminds me of? If anyone has ever played Batman Arkham Knight, where you defeat
the Arkham Knight.
The Arkham Knight Red Hood.
Spoilers, jeez.
Come on, that's just as old.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Slade Wilson comes in and is like, I'm going to take you down, Batman.
In the exact same tank that you just fought.
Yeah, that you clearly destroyed. and outsmarted, but I'm going to take you down. But it was just a bad shoe-in. Like, that was a good game, but that bit was just like, get fucked. I don't want to be playing this like hide-and-seek tank battle anymore.
But for that reason, I like Far Cry 4 better, as well as I like the aesthetic. I like the map. I like the location.
Yep,
I like
whole
the scenery
region.
Yeah, I like that whole Tibetan sort of scenery better as well.
Yeah.
Plus, it had all these extra things. Like, you go to the high Himalayan areas, and you've got to conserve your oxygen and all that sort of extra shit. Yeah. Whereas Far Cry 3 doesn't have any of that. It's just like, you're on an island.
Yeah.
You might go to a different island, but it's still pretty close to the first island.
It's all pretty here.
Yeah, and it's like a lovely map. Like, it's fantastic aesthetics. Even like play it now and it still looks great. But Far Cry 4, that's where I'm at.
Right.
That's why I've got a bit of a problem with, not a problem, but that's why this one's just sort of like,
not as much.
I just like the look of Far Cry 4 better.
Yeah, see, I'm all down for that whole American sort of thing.
I'm not. I'm over it. Because it's been in so many games. Like, I played, say, just for example, GTA San Andreas to death. America. Yeah. All the GTA games. America. Most games that come out, America.
But see, I'm okay with that. Like yeah, it is overflooded. But I would say for me, most of the games personally that I've played that deal with that are all like, city based. So it's all just sort of blends into one, like, what you got your Watch Dogs is the same thing. It's just a different city in America. But I like the whole country aspect because that's my jam.
Yeah,
like,
fair enough. See,
I should have been born a hick, really, because I love everything they do.
Yeah, I'm a city guy. Like, if I was to go to America, I wouldn't be going to, like, Smallville. I'd be going to Metropolis.
Yeah, see.
It's just that. So I guess it's that aspect that just doesn't appeal to me as much.
Yeah.
I
mean, hell. Fuck, I was about to buy a hunting game the other week.
Those games are fun, though.
Yeah, like, it actually looked pretty good. And half of it was, like, even just the visuals. I was like, shit, I just want to walk around in this place.
My mama fucking whipped me when she found me with one of those games. She's like, that's animal cruelty. I was like, yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, but I'm not actually killing them. I'll do that when I'm old enough.
No, I do it from a distance, so it's fine.
I can't see the blood.
Yeah, I'm detached.
So, yeah. So, okay, what else is there any other new features in the game that,
yeah.
Like, I'll be playing it tonight.
They've gotten rid of crafting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's more based around like a perk system now. So you know how you used to craft your holsters and all that sort of stuff. I think you had 4 holsters. Now you can only have 3 holsters, and then you got a melee weapon on top of that, which I think is a result of Primal.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, though, like in terms of the feel of it just being like another Far Cry game in a different map, that's pretty much what Far Cry Primal tried to do. Like it's literally just Far Cry 4 reskinned. Like, it's the exact same map reskinned.
Have they all come out yearly?
I think they're a bit longer.
I think there was a bit more of a gap between 3 and 4, and then when Primal came out, Primal was like a year or under.
Yeah, I don't know. Primal had a lot of work put into it. A lot of work.
Yeah?
Yeah, and like a lot of research, because that language isn't just like made up juju.
So
it's actually like proper parts of ancient languages and shit like that.
Wow. Okay, props to them.
But anyway, they've gotten rid of crafting. Mm-hmm. So now it's more based around a perk system, which you earn from doing challenges. You earn perks from doing challenges.
Cool. I'm on board with that.
You can also get them from finding prepper stashes.
You
know, like Doomsday preppers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how they have stashes of stuff that they prepped. You find them stashes.
That's kind of funny. I like that.
Oh, yeah, they do. It does seem like a lot of it is satirical.
Yeah.
Like they're making fun of that whole regional American sort of thing.
Which is why I think I'll, enjoy it. I think it'll just be, just funny to just...
Yeah, I find it funny, though, because, like, you've got the guys that you're fighting to help, most of them are preppers.
Yep.
And then the guys that you're fighting are cultists, which are prepping in their own manner.
Their own little way.
So it's just preppers versus preppers. And yeah, it's a very interesting game. And it is very appealing. And I think a lot of it, that whole religion culture, that whole cult of religious people sort of aspect is very big these days. Like, you got Outlast 2 came out somewhat recently. Super huge game. That was based around a religious cult that was being manipulated by drugs and like hallucinogens and stuff like that.
Yep. It's big in TV shows as well.
Yeah. This one, it also gets pretty into hallucinogens, like all Far Cry games do.
Mm-hmm.
There's like guys that are super whacked out called angels.
Right.
Yeah, and they take a lot more punches to put down.
Really?
Yeah.
They just like no feeling.
I don't know. Like I shoot him like 3 or 4 times with my bow, and they still live, whereas anyone else just goes down after one.
Yeah, sweet.
So I don't know.
What kind of bows they got?
I stopped and I just sent my bear in. Compound bows.
Compounds. Damn.
Wait, compound bows? Are those the ones that have like the reels on it?
Yeah, they're compounds.
More like hunting, the modern day hunting bows.
Yeah.
You can also get a slingshot. Haven't used it. I'm excited to use it though. Just cause.
I hope it just annoys them more than anything. Boop. Just like a little pebble to the forehead. Should be right.
I want to shoot a bear with it. I'm not going to shoot my bear. I wouldn't do that to Cheeseburger.
Okay.
She's chill.
Cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger, that's the bear's name.
Is that the name you gave it? Or
no, that's the bear's name.
Wow.
Yeah, the dog is called Boomy. The cougar's called Peaches. The bear's called Cheeseburger.
I want to guess why the dog's called Boomy.
I don't know.
I'm assuming because it grabs all your guns for you.
It does grab guns for you. It's supposed to grab guns for you. It hasn't grabbed one fucking gun for me.
Does it grab sticks instead?
I don't know.
It's just confused. It's just a dumber version.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb dog. He's a very good boy, though.
Aww.
I keep him in my party, or like as one of my 2, almost exclusively because as anyone comes near him, he tags them. You know how normally you've got to do that through his sights or binocular?
Yep.
He'll just fucking tag him. So you can like go into an outpost, send him in. He might die, but that's a risk. Send him in, and he'll just
a 15-minute risk.
Yeah, he'll just tag everyone in the vicinity, and then he'll probably dead, obviously. So I pull my cougar out, which does stealth attacks. And then I'll fucking send my bear in as a distraction and get my cougar to like pick off all the outsiders. I don't use humans in this game. They're shit.
Wow. Well, I like it. I respect your tactics. That's all I've got for it.
You got to respect it, because that's the tactics we're going to be using when we're playing co-op.
Yeah, hopefully tonight.
And Shaky is funny.
I was hoping so.
He's pretty funny. He's a good quality character.
Good stuff. All right. Well, what else do we got?
A game which I saw real recently, and I am crazy excited for, The Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, you showed me the trailer. That thing looks awesome.
Yeah, man. And because I'm super into Neo. That's one of my favorite games is Neo.
Yep.
I still haven't finished it, and I'm deeply depressed by that. But it's one of my favorite games. The Ghost of Tsushima is basically going to be like an action stealth game where you're the last samurai. No,
not Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're like the last remaining samurai of this particular area, and the Mongols have invaded that area. They're burning villages and yada yada.
Yeah.
And it's basically up to you to just say fuck off and clear them out.
Man, that's going to be awesome.
But it looks fucking awesome, and it's made by like a real stellar developer, Sucker Punch, I think.
What else have they done?
They did the Infamous series, which I don't know anyone that would actually fault the Infamous series. They're fantastic games.
They're really, really good.
Like, every game's got their problems, but
I mean,
they're fucking fantastic games.
Yeah, you can't say it's a bad game at all.
Sucker Punch. That was right. It was Sucker Punch. Yeah.
Okay.
And they also did Sly Raccoon, which...
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Everyone loves Sly Raccoon.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm so down for this game.
You know, amazing company.
Yep.
Amazing games they've already put out, and an amazing concept. And
a really good time period as well. Like, you can just... so much expansion.
I fucking love Japan, man. Like, somebody would probably call me a weeaboo. Or, one of those neckbeards that carry around, like, the anime body pillows and all that. I don't actually do that. I don't have a neckbeard, and I don't carry one of them around.
I don't know. That stubble's growing out a little bit there, buddy.
But deep in my heart, there's a little, like, weeaboo kernel... growing and flourishing.
Yep.
And I keep it pretty buried, but someday I'm going to find my waifu.
This is just sad and depressing.
So I'm down for this game. Like, I'm playing, like I said, I'm playing Persona 5 at the moment, and that's set in Japan. Like, it's set in Tokyo. And, like, I'm just running around there going, I've been there. I love that place. And then I was the same. I was playing Neo, and I went to like one of the islands. Oh fuck! Now I'm gonna be upset because I can't remember what it's called. Miyajima Island. So like I've been to Miyajima Island, and then I was playing Neo, and there was a level in Miyajima Island.
Nice.
And like I sort of saw it, and I was looking at it like, this place looks pretty familiar. And then I was like looking around at the background and like.
Yeah.
The landscape of the map, and I was like, I've been here.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
fucking sick, man.
sweet.
I love it when you get that feeling. And because like I love Japan, so it's like double special for me.
Yeah, of course. Do we know what sort of gameplay this is going to be based around? Like you were saying,
stealth sort of thing. There's not much been revealed.
Awesome.
It was just
very new.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. It was like the first trailer for it came out, but it's been in the works for 3 years.
Shit.
So it's been around for a while, but there's still very little info on it.
Okay, but looks promising.
Well,
if you haven't seen the trailer, watch the trailer. It is pretty cool, and it
sucks you in straight away.
Yeah, it really does. It immediately makes you want to put that pre-order down and get it because it's just got a great concept. Like you were saying, great team behind it. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited for it regardless. Like, and it's just like this idea of you're one person against an entire army.
That's pretty cool.
Like, I know Shadow of War tried to do that.
Yeah, but
fuck Shadow of War.
And it's different because I think with this, you're one man. That's what you are.
You're literally a lone samurai.
Yeah, you're a lone samurai. There's no supernatural thing about it, which is heavy in all the games we play, and I think if they do it well, it'll just be so satisfying to play.
I'm just excited. That's the only thing I can put down for it. Is I'm excited. Anyway, that's about all the time we have time for. Again, we have had a pretty shit podcast, I think, from the start. I haven't actually listened to it.
You're welcome.
It was 3 days ago, so I can't remember what it's like. So we may just fucking jar it all and just have a little short episode.
Yeah.
So if this was a short episode, you're welcome. And if this was a long episode, I apologize.
Or you're welcome if you enjoyed it.
You should probably get help if you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's dodgy.
Anyway, we're in the process of just trying to think up a better outro
than previous.
Yeah. Yeah. So
we're working on it. All right. What do you want from us?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Well, we are the 8-Bit Idiots. I'm Connor.
I'm Lindsay.
And that's it.
Don't point at me.
I'll point at you if I want, mate.
Rude.